Have you ever felt that heavy weight on your shoulders? The kind of whispers that you are not good enough. It's hitting a limit where rest doesn't refill you anymore. That's the difference between enduring and living. Have you ever felt that heavy weight on your shoulders? The kind of whispers that you are not good enough, or no matter how hard you try or push. Today we are not talking about the work-life balance. We're talking about igniting a flame within you so that your work and your life come alive once again. Picture Sarah. She's always been driven, always the first in and the last out. But lately her motivations is worn thin. She wakes up dreading the day, doubting her abilities, questioning her worth even. Physically exhausted, but can't really sleep properly neither. She's becoming more easily irritable, maybe turning to alcohol to help herself. She's reached that invisible wall, the moment where her batteries are very close to go flat, called burnout. And maybe in your own way you have it too, because burnout isn't just being tired. It's hitting a limit where rest doesn't refill you anymore. This moment, this struggle, is where everything can change, even if you don't seem or to believe at this moment. So, how do we break free? First, recognize the signs. Burnout is an exhaustion that runs deeper than sleep. It's cynicism creeping into your fault. It's feeling ineffective even when you're working harder than ever. It's sort of detachment or being angry to the point where you might not even recognize yourself anymore. If that sounds familiar, no, you're not alone. I knew it's been a problem for a while, but one statistic really shocked me when I was preparing this video. According to CNBC, staggering 42% of Americans feel burned out. That is almost half of the population. And you can say, look, I'll take well-deserved vacation to rest and come back, but here is another statistic. 41% this time experience burnout straight after taking vacation. We all were saying, I don't even remember my holidays anymore. And it's maybe Tuesday or Monday just after you came back. So how do we deal with that? Let's continue Sarah's story. Sarah faced this head on. She noticed that she was snapping at colleagues, feeling detached from projects that she once loved. Her productivity dipped and her evenings were filled with guilt instead of rest. That is, if she was actually sober. That's step one, awareness. By researching the cues, she started learning more about the burnout and deciding that she needs to do something before it's too late for her. Next, she re-examined her priorities. She started simple with her tasks. She asked, what truly matters to me? If everything feels urgent, nothing truly is. Sarah learned to rank her tasks. What had to be done by her, what could be delegated, and what could wait. She realized that by saying yes to everything meant actually saying no to herself. Then was when she realized that she needs to set some boundaries, very clear ones. No work emails after dinner, a lunch break without any screen, starting her day with a walk not in her inbox. At first it felt like a rebellion, but boundaries are freedom in disguise. They protect your energy, allowing you to bring your best self to what matters most. After that, Sarah started introducing energy renewal tactics. Mini breaks every hour or two, even if it is just to stand up and breathe. She set some small resets dispersed through her day to keep her energized for just a little bit longer. She also embraced some movement, a 5-minute walk, some light stretching, and shift that broke her endless hunched posture over her keyboard. And here's the crucial piece. Sarah redesigned her workflow. Instead of racing through the endless tasks, she moved to a rhythm that respected her capacity. She chunked her day into focused blocks, gave herself time to breathe between them, and measured success not just by what got done, but by how she felt when she actually did it. When working from home, she decided to put away her laptop every time that she finished work, so it doesn't feel tempting to open it and go through the stuff just for the sake of it in the evening. The thing is, when you aim for sustainable progress, you build life, not just a checklist of the things that you need to do. Remember, beating burnout isn't about working less or caring less. It's about working and caring differently. It's taking care of yourself so that you can sustain the performance for longer while slowly recovering your energy over time. It's choosing quality over the quantity of energy, of moments, and of your commitments in your life as well. That's the difference between enduring and living. Fast forward a few months, Sarah is still committed professional, but now she feels more in control. Now she knows when to push and when she needs to pause. That hollow exhaustion is replaced by steady determination. And guess what? Her performance actually improved. Her creativity improved. She feels way better with her life, not just drifting in a storm of different obligations that other people are asking her to do. This can be your story too. You have the choice. The critical thing is to break the pattern of burnout by acknowledging it first and then resetting your priorities and guarding the boundaries and help yourself to fuel your energy back. By doing so, you transform your daily grind into a journey so that you can celebrate, not only survive. So take the time, imagine yourself calmer, clearer, and more alive at the end of the day. Picture turning off your computer with a satisfied smile instead of worry sigh. That's the power of stepping off the hamster wheel and into a life of the actual purpose and with the renewed energy. But sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes the culture and that's very unpopular opinion, people around you are toxic. Even if you set the boundaries and follow what Sarah did, this is the moment where inevitably you will face a choice. And I've seen and heard it from so many people in many different companies. Sometimes the only thing that is left is to remove yourself from that environment and choose to save your well-being first. It's the last resort, but only you can judge where on that spectrum your company and your work lie in your particular situation. Where taking back control through boundaries and prioritization is not enough. This is the really last resort. Finally, if you really struggle, don't be afraid to ask for help. And I get that it's so difficult to say that you are not okay. That's normal. We're all proud. But if you feel that there is no hope anymore, swallow this pride and there are many people that can help you. Let's get to action. Identify one draining task, something that makes your shoulder tense just thinking about it, and either delegate it or cut it down. Schedule breaks so that you can reset a little bit during the day. Write down 3 personal boundaries and guard your time and energy. And every Sunday evening, pause. Reflect on what worked, what didn't, and what you need to adjust next week. See if what you do works, and if not, escalate your actions further until you start seeing the change that you want to see. Finally, remember that burnout isn't a sign of weakness. It's a signal that something needs to change in your life. And above all, you are capable of making that change right here and right now. So step forward, redesign your day, and try to reclaim your energy. Watch as your spark returns, brighter and stronger than ever before. The power is in your hands, so choose to transform.